Being the sister ship of the infamous battleship Bismarck, the Tirpitz doesn't get much credit or recognition. When she was being built, it was planned that she would join Bismarck on Operation Rheinübung, but this would never happen, as when she was still being built and fitted out, the Royal Air Force repeatedly bombed the area which Tirpitz was being constructed. The ship wasn't damaged, but the shipyard around it was hit badly by the bombs, delaying construction, meaning she couldn't join Bismarck. After being constructed, Tirpitz would go to Norway and stay there, as Hitler didn't want any major surface vessels going out into the Atlantic on any missions, as he thought it was too risky following the sinking of the Bismarck. During her time in Norway, the Tirpitz mostly just hid away from any threat using smoke screens and shrubbery to camouflage her. Not everything was calm, however, as she was severely damaged by mines from a British midget submarine. She was not useless though, as she would use a naval tactic called a fleet in being. This strategy uses the plain existence of at least one warship as a possible threat to enemy ships. A prime example of this being used by Tirpitz was on July 4, 1942, when the Arctic convoy PQ-17 was heading for the Soviet Union, when Admiral Sir Dudley Pound was almost certain that Tirpitz and other Nazi surface vessels would leave Norway to attack the convoy. He then ordered the escorts to leave and the convoy to scatter. This would prove to be a costly mistake, as the Tirpitz would never leave Norway, and of the 35 ships that left for the Soviet Union, only 11 would make it, as the rest were picked off by U-boats and the Luftwaffe. The Tirpitz also wasted Allied resources, as many waves of Allied aircraft would repeatedly try to sink the Tirpitz throughout the war. After surviving through years of attacks, she would finally sink on November 12, 1944, during Operation Catechism, sealing the fate of the Nazi battleship.